Okay, so let us discuss the another topic about the radicals and then the rational exponents. Okay, so radicals and then the rational exponents. Marinig ba? Okay. So we still need two topics. We're going to discuss rational exponents and then radicals. Makita niyo? Kaya yung mga kasama. Okay, so rational exponent. We will define what is a rational exponent. Ano ba yung sinasabi natin rational exponent? So pag sinabi natin rational exponent, that means that is still the exponent that is a fraction. Okay? Exponent, that is fraction. So that is fraction. Sabihin yung kanyang exponent ay naka-fraction form. So the expressions containing the rational exponents can also be written in its equivalent to radical expressions. So meaning, yung rational exponents natin, okay, pag yung ating expressions na merong rational exponent can also be written into radical expressions. Okay? Can be written into radical expressions. Now, when we say radical expressions, ano ibig sabihin natin yan? Kung sinabi natin radicals, lagi nasa isip natin yung square root, sign. Okay? Now, the radical has three parts. Okay? Meron siyang three parts. So what are the three parts of the radical? One is, meron tayong tinatawag na radical. Okay? Radical. We also have what we call the radical symbol. Okay? Radical symbol. And then, the last one is the index. Okay, the index. Now, again, the radical expressions has three parts. One is the radicand, the second one is the radical symbol, and the third is the index. So what is a radicand? Yung radicand natin, this is the number na nasa loob ng radical symbol. Okay, unahin natin yung radical symbol. Radical symbol, sabihin, ganyan yung kanya symbol, di ba? Yung radical, that is the number, and it could be a number or expression under the radical symbol. Okay? Under the radical symbol. So, say for instance, this is the radical symbol. And then, sabihin natin, meron tayong A. This A is our radical. Okay? The A is our radical. This one is our symbol, the radical symbol. And then, the index is, if we have this symbol, and then we have this radical, nasaan yung ating index? That is our index. Okay, again, what are the parts of the radical expressions? One is radical, second one is radical symbol, and the third is the index. Ang ibig sabihin ng radical, that is the number or expressions. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng number, pwedeng expressions. That is under the radical symbol. Right? Now, radical symbol, that's the symbol for radical. And then the third is the index. The index, that is the written on the radical symbol. Okay? So pag sinabi natin rational exponent, that is the exponent of the expression is in fraction form. Okay? So if we have this exponential form, meron tayong exponential form. Okay? Etong exponential form natin, that is in the rational exponent. Okay? With rational exponent. Bracket rational exponent. Again, rational exponent, that is, the exponent is in fractional form. Exponential form, ibig sabihin, meron tayong base, di ba? Ano yung exponent natin? The exponent is a number that tells us how many times the base will be multiplied by itself. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong base, meron tayong exponent. So, that makes the exponential form. Then, from exponential form, gagawin natin siya radical expression. Okay, radical expression. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ina-transform natin siya from exponential form papunta na radical expression. So sabihin natin, meron tayong A raised to M over N. The A raised to M over N, that is an exponential form. Bakit sa exponential form? Because meron tayong base, which is the A, and then we have the M over N, which is the exponent. Tama ba? Okay. Rational exponent, the M over N is considered a rational exponent. Bakit? Because the exponent is in fraction form. Pag fraction form, okay, pag fraction form, meron tayong numerator and denominator. In this case, in our exponent, the M over N, our numerator is M. Our denominator is N. Okay? Now, the A raised to M over N will be converted or transformed into radical expression. So, pag radical expression, once again, we have three parts: the radical symbol, and the index. Now, in transforming the exponential expression papunta ng radical, is always na meron tayong radical symbol. The A, this one, our base, becomes our radical. The numerator of our exponent, which is M, becomes the exponent of the base, which is the A. And then the denominator N becomes the index. Okay? So, ganun ang process ng ating transformation from the exponential form papunta ng radical expression. So, the A raised to M becomes now our, okay, this one becomes our radical. Okay? If you will be asked, what is our radical? That is the A raised to M. What is the index? N. Okay? Nakuha ba? Let us try with the sample problem. If you have this 4 raised to 3 over 2. Okay? That is an exponential form, right? Bakit sa exponential? Meron tayong base. Ang base natin is 4. What is our exponent? Ang exponent natin? 3 over 2. And our exponent is in terms of naka-fraction siya. Baka siya naka-fraction kasi meron tayong numerator and denominator. Okay? Nakasunod ba? Meron tayong numerator and denominator. Therefore, that is a fraction. So, ibig sabihin, yung ating exponent ay naka-fractional form. So, since our exponent is naka-rational, naka-fraction, therefore, this 3 over 2 is what we call the rational exponent. Natawag natin na rational exponent. So, in this case, the 4 raised to 3 over 2 will be transformed papunta ng radical expression. Okay. So, in transforming the 4 raised to 3 over 2 into radical expression, kailangan natin ng radical symbol. So, yung base natin na 4, magiging radical is 4. And then, our numerator is, anong numerator natin? 3. And that becomes the exponent of our base. And then, the denominator is 2. That becomes the index. Okay? That becomes the index. So, na-transform natin siya into radical expression. Ito na yung tinatawag natin na radical expression. Okay, question. Can we simplify the 4 raised to 3? The square root of 4 raised to 3? Pwede ba natin siyang simplify? Okay, our rule is we should always simplify the expression, right? We should always simplify the expression. So in this case, what is the square root of 4 raised to 3? What is 4 raised to 3? By the way. Huh? That is 64. Ibig sabihin, the square root of 64. So what is square root of 64? Huh? That is 8. So this is now your answer. Okay. One thing is, you may observe that in our radical symbol, pag yung ating index is 2, we usually remove the presence of 2. Instead of writing the index 2, tinatanggal natin. Right? So in that case, ginagawa natin is square root of 64 on automatic, or it is understood na meron niya siyang 2 dito. Okay? Yan na yung natin dyan. Parang exception dyan. Yung 2, hindi natin nilalagay. Pero pag ang index natin is 3, we should write the 3 or the 4, the 5, 6, and so on and so forth. Okay? So is that clear? Okay. Sige. Kasi tayo. Yes, po. Yung pag 3 ang kanyang index. So, if that index is 3, okay, possibly, if the index is 3, then that is 4 raised to 3. Okay, what will happen? Index is 3, the exponent is 3. That should be cancelled out. Okay? Pag pareho yung index, start. Pag pareho yung index, pati yung ating exponent, automatic you cancel out. So therefore, the answer is 4. Okay? Justify natin. The cube root of, okay, if the index is 3, do not read as square root. Okay? Huwag basahin ng square root. Because the square root is only for 2. You read this one as the cube root of 4 raised to 3. Okay? Pag 4, ang index mo, basahin mo siya as 4th root of 4. Ganun. Pag 5, ang index mo, you read that as 5th root. Okay? Okay, justify natin. The cube root of 4 raised to 3. What is our radical? That is the 4 raised to 3. In our radical, what is the base? 4. The exponent of the radical, the 4, is the numerator of our exponent, right? So our exponent is 3. The index is the denominator, diba? So that is 3. Isisimplify natin yan. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So therefore, 4 raised to 1. 4 raised to 1 is ilan? 4. Kaya ang answer natin dito ay 4. Okay, so that is, bakit automatic na-cancel natin? Because that is the process. Ito yung process. Plus 3 over 3 is, okay? Next. Sample problem number 2. How about this 8 raised to 2 over 3? Okay, what is our base? That is the 8. Our exponent is 2 over 3. And this is fraction. Okay. Bakit siya fraction? Because meron tayong numerator, which is the 2. And meron tayong denominator, which is the 3. Oh, sorry. Negative. Negative 2 over 3. Now, if the exponent is in fraction, therefore we call this one as rational exponent. Okay, rational exponent. Okay. So, convert natin or transform natin into radical expression. Now, take note, our exponent is negative. Ano ang rule natin pag negative? According to the law of exponents, apply the negative exponent. So, if we have the negative exponent, our target is gagawin natin positive yung exponent. In this case, 8 raised to 2 over 3, gagawin natin siyang positive itong negative 2 over 3. So we will take the reciprocal of the expression. And that becomes 1 over 8 raised to 2 over 3. Okay. Saka natin siya, the transform papunta ng radical expression. So 1 over square root. No. Start square root. Reciprocal. Yung reciprocal natin, automatic yan, 1. Kanyang gano'n ito. Then this becomes the denominator. Okay? Nakuha ba? Okay na? Sige. So, ibig sabihin, itong denominator natin, 8 raised to 2 over 3, becomes now positive. Dito, negative na siya. So, para maging positive, kailangan natin na kukunin ang kanyang reciprocal. So, 1 over 8, 2 over 3. Pero halimbawa, this is the one situation. You may encounter this one. Halimbawa, 1 over 8 raised to 2 over 3. Yung denominator natin, the exponent is negative. Our target is dapat maging positive. So, para sa magiging positive, you get its reciprocal. So, reciprocal niya is 8 raised to 2 over 3. Okay? Now, since our denominator is 8 raised to 2 over 3, that is a exponential form. I-convert natin siya, or should I say, transform into radical expression. So 8 is our base. then our numerator of exponent is 2, right? So the 2 becomes the exponent of the 8, and then the denominator is 3. So that becomes the index. Okay, the index of the uh, radical sign. So we have now 1 over, how do you read this one? Paano basahin yan? The cube root of 8 raised to 2. Okay? Bakit cube root? Because our index is now 3. So the cube root of 8 raised to 2. Okay? Now, we're going to simplify the denominator. So 1 divided by the cube root of, what is 8 raised to 2? 8 raised to 2 is 64. Again, simplify natin further. What is now the cube root of 64? What is now the cube root of 64? Okay. One thing na pwede nyo gawin is, hahanap tayo ng number na pwedeng factor ng 64 na pag meron tayong exponent ay pareho sa kanyang index. Number here. That is 4. Nalagyan natin siya ng exponent na 3. Pag simplify natin itong 4 is to 3 is equals to 64, di ba? Magiging 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16 times 4, 64. So dahil pareho yung exponent niya at saka yung index, we can now cancel the exponent and then the radical. So that becomes 1 over 4. So di ba mo simplify yung 1 over 4? Okay, so hindi siya pwede i-simplify. So therefore, the final answer is 1, 4. Okay? Nakasunod ba? Okay. Now, we will proceed to the rules of the radicals. Okay? Rules ng ating radicals. Rules of radicals. Of course, sa radical natin is meron tayong mga rules na sinusunod, just like the law of the exponents. Now, first rule is meron tayong nth root of A, B. Okay? The nth root of AB. So if that is the case, meron tayong nth root of AB, pwede pala natin siya i-separate. Ibig sabihin na nth root of A multiplied by the nth root of B. So pwede pala siya i-separate. Or, pag meron kayong makitang ganito, pareho yung index, pareho yung kanyang index, A and B, pwede pala siyang combine na saan. Okay, that is the meaning of that. At the nth root of product of AB is equal to the product of the nth roots of A and B. Okay, for example, the square root of x squared y. Okay, x squared y. Okay. What is our A? Our A is the x squared. What is our B? Y. Okay. So if that is the A and B, ibig sabihin, pwede pa natin siyang separate. Okay? What is the value of n, by the way? Your n is the index, di ba? So what is the value of n? That is 2. Okay? Kung papansin nyo, wala nang nakalagay na 2 dito. But it is understood na meron niya siyang index na 2. Okay? So in that case, our A is x squared. Multiply natin the square root of this B, 1. Pwede pa natin simplify, di ba? What is the square root of x squared? Diba, merong 2 yan dito. The exponent and the index is the same, so cancel natin. So that becomes x multiplied by square root of y. Ano square root of y? Ano exponent ng y? Diba 1? Ang index natin is 2. So, ibig sabihin, we do not have the square root of y. So, therefore, as is yung ating square root of y. So, the final answer is x times square root of y is x square root of, that is your final answer. Okay, another one. The cube root of n raised to 9 and n raised to 7. Okay. So, apply natin yung rule kanina. This one, this rule. What is our A? M raised to 9. That is our A. Our B is n raised to 7. What is our n? What's the value of n? 3. Okay. So, sabihin, the cube root of yung value ng A is m raised to 9. Multiplied by the cube root of the value of B, that is n raised to 7. Okay. So, can we simplify? Okay. Index natin is 3. Exponent natin is 9. Ha? Sige, isa natin. Cube root of m raised to 3 multiplied by m raised to 3 multiplied by m raised to 3. Isang target natin is yung exponent ng ating radical must be the same as the index para mag-cancel out tayo. So, ito yung ginawa natin. M raised to 3 multiplied by m raised to 3 multiplied by m raised to 3. Pag simplify natin itong tatlo, using our product rule, anong rule natin sa exponent? Dapat i-add natin yan, di ba? So, 3 plus 3, 6. Plus 3 is 9. So, babalik siya sa original. Okay? Agad ba? Then next, yung cube root of n raised to 7. So, n raised to 3 multiplied by n raised to 3. Gana yan. 3 plus 3 is 6. Ang kulang na lang is isa. So, n raised to 1. Okay? So, we will simplify. What is the cube root of m raised to 3? Then m raised to 3, m raised to 3. Ibang rule natin dyan is, pag pareho yung exponent at saka yung index, that can be cancelled. Diba? Cancel na yan. So, itong m na ito, lalabas na yun sa radical symbol. How about the second one? M raised to 3. Mag-cancel yan dito. So another M sa labas na. How about the third one? What is cancel? So lalabas na yung M. Okay? Then, multiply the cube root of n raised to 3. Pareho sila ng index at saka ng exponent. So, yung cancel na yan. The n, lalabas na ito sa radical symbol. How about the second one? Ang exponent is 3. So, lalabas na sa symbol. How about this one? What is the cube root of n raised to 1? So, that becomes still the same. The cube root of n. Okay, the cube root of n. Okay, simplify natin for further. M, no exponent ito. These are all 1. Diba? So, pareho yung base. Ang exponent natin magiging, i-add natin yan. 1 plus 1 plus 1, that becomes m raised to 3. Multiplied by, about this one, n squared. Then, cube root of n. So, n cubed multiplied by n squared of the cube root of n. That is equal to n cubed n squared cube root of n. So that is your final answer. Okay, kasunod pa? Okay, nakasunod. So next tayo, next rule. Next rule. That is the division. So the nth root of the A over B. So if we have the nth root of A over B, ibig sabihin yung ating radical, yung number or the expression inside the radical sign is naka-fraction. Okay, naka-fraction siya. So in this case, i-distribute natin yung kanyang index. So that becomes the nth root of A will divide by the nth root of B. Okay. So that is the nth root of the quotient of the A over B is equal to the nth root of over the end root of the p. Okay, so let's deal with the sample. The square root of 9 n raised to 5, then the n raised to 3, then r raised to 6. You divide that by 4x cubed. 4x cubed. Okay. Wala yung index natin dito. What's the value of n? That is 2. Diba? Okay. Under the radical sign or inside the radical sign, meron tayong numerator and denominator. And the numerator is this portion. Then denominator is the 4x. So using this rule, kung nasa taas, we can apply that the square root of, ito yung A natin, di ba? Ito yung B. What is our A? That is 9 and 5 and cube are 6. Then you divide that by the end root of B, that is the square root of 4x cubed. Okay. So na-apply na natin yung rule. The second rule, what will be the next? Okay. We will simplify the numerator and denominator. Okay? Simplify natin yung numerator and denominator. So that becomes the 9, okay, multiplied by n raised to 5, multiplied by n cubed, multiplied by r 6. And then you divide that by square root of 4 multiplied by x cubed. Now, applying the same rule, this one, itong pinakauna, square root of 9 multiplied by the square root of n raised to 5 multiplied by the square root of n raised to 3 multiplied by the square root of r raised to 6. Then you divide that by the square root of 4 multiplied by the square root of x cubed. What is square root of 9? That is 3. Square root of m raised to 5. Kunyari dito, the square root of m raised to 5 is the square root of m. Ang index natin is 2. So this becomes 2. Then 2. Then m raised to 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So babalik siya sa original. So what is square root of m squared? That is m. Cancel mo yan. Another one is cancel. So m. This one is 1 ang kanyang exponent. So remain siya as square root of m. So the answer for this is m squared square root of m. Diba? The same also, so cube square root of n cube. Okay. This becomes n raised to 2 multiplied by n raised to 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, what is the square root of n squared? Index natin is 2. Exponent is 2. So that is n na lang. Sa radical. Then, square root of n is, that is square root of n. So, n square root of n. How about the square root of r raised to 6? Ano maging factor niyan? R squared times R squared times R squared, di ba? 4 plus 2 plus 2, 6. So ilang R ang lumabas sa radical? Tatlo. So that becomes 3 cubed. How about the denominator? Square root of 4. 2. Square root of x cubed. Square root of x squared. Square root of x. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of x, wasang root. So that is x square root of x. So combine natin na. Square root of 9, so 3. Numerator natin, n squared multiplied by n square root of n. And then yung R6, that is R cubed. Then the denominator is 2 x square root of x. Okay. I-arrange natin yung mga letters, mga variables natin. Dapat ang pag-arrange natin is alphabetical. Kung ano yung mauna sa alphabet, dapat yun din ang mauna dito sa inyo arrangement. So, simplify natin. Arrange natin. So, that becomes 3 m squared. Samahin natin yung m squared. And then yung R3 square root of n. Then, denominator is 2x square root of x. Meron po tayong square root of n pala dito. Kung samahin natin yung n. This is now yung final. R, yung square root of R is to 6. This one. Square root of R is to 6 is equal to R squared multiplied by R squared multiplied by R squared. So pareho yung exponent sa kanyang index, which is 2. So this one is cancel. Lalabas sa radical. R. Pangalawa, R squared, lalabas sa radical. R. Pangatlo, lalabas yan dito. So R. So galang exponent ito. 1, 2, 3. That is, yan natin yan. R raised to 2. Okay? Kung sa likod, nakasundan? Ano pa? Okay, last rule. Ano pa isang sample dito? Sample. Sample number 2. The fourth root of 16 x raised to 5 you divide by y raised to 9. Okay? So, applying the second rule, the index is 4. That is the value of n, di ba? So, i-distribute natin itong index sa numerator and denominator. And that becomes the fourth root of, what is our numerator? 16x raised to 5. You divide that by the fourth root of the denominator natin is y raised to 9. That's the time na isi-simplify natin ito. Okay? So applying yung unang rule natin kanina, the fourth root of 16 multiplied by the fourth root of x raised to 5. And then you divide that, the fourth root of y raised to 9. Okay, simplify. What is the square root of the fourth root of 16? Fourth root. Dapat ang exponent niya is 4. So 2 raised to 4. Tama? Kasi 2 raised to 4 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Multiplied by, what is the fourth root of x raised to 5? Dapat yung ating exponent is 4. So 4, the fourth root of x raised to 4 multiplied by x raised to 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Then, divide natin now, denominator niya, the fourth root of y raised to 9. So, dapat meron siyang exponent na 4. So, y raised to 4 multiplied by y raised to 4. 4 plus 4, 8. Isa na lang ulang. Y raised to 1. Okay? Equal sign. The numerator. So, the cube root of 4, the cube root of the fourth root of 2 raised to 4 is pareho sila ng exponent, pareho sila ng index card. Index. So, y1 is 2 multiplied by this one. The fourth root of x raised to 4, pareho sila ng index pati ng exponent. So, cancel yan. So, x is lalabas sa radical. Next is the fourth root of x raised to 1. No answer. So that is the fourth root of x. And then, divide that. The fourth root of y raised to 4. Cancel, di ba? So lalabas yung y sa radical. The second one, the fourth root of y raised to 4 is cancel. So lalabas siya. Then multiply the fourth root of y raised to 1. That is square root, fourth root of y. Okay? So, simplify natin. So this becomes 2x fourth root of x. We divide that by this one. Y times y is y squared fourth root of y. Okay? So this is now your final answer. Okay? Sundan? Sige. The last rule. Yung last rule natin. The nth root of the nth root of A. Paano ito basahin? Mula sa labas, papunta ng papasok. Sabihin, the nth root of A. Okay? The nth root, sabihin, the nth root of n root of A. Okay? The nth root of the n root of A. Okay. Under this rule, anong gagawin natin sa index? This is also index. This is index. What you're going to do is multiply natin yung dalawang index. So, mn, then A. Ibig sabihin, pagbasahin natin ito, the mn root of A. The mn root of A. The product of mn. Okay, so sample. Square root of cube root of 64. X raised to 11, then y raised to 13. Yan. Paano basahin yan? The square root of cube root of 64, x raised to 11, y raised to 13. Okay? So, ano gagawin natin? I-multiply natin yung dalawang index. The index natin are, or indices, index. Pag index, isa lang. Ang plural niya ay indices. Ibig sabihin, the indices, 2 and 3, ma-multiply natin. 2 times 3, then yung kanyang radical is 64, x raised to 11, y raised to 13. And that is equal to 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 root of 64, x raised to 11, y raised to 13. Okay, simplify natin. Using or applying the first rule natin, the 6th root of 64 multiplied by the 6th root of x raised to 11 multiplied by the 6th root of y raised to 13. Okay, simplify natin. So what is the 6th root of 64? Meron ba siyang 6th root? 2 raised to 6. Ilan yan? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2 is next. Square root of the 6th root of x raised to 11. That is x raised to 6. Then multiplied by x raised to an exponent. That is 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. Next, multiplied by the 6th root of y raised to 13. So 6 y raised to 6 multiplied by y raised to 6. 6 plus 2, 6 plus 6 is 12. Wala lang kulang. Ano lang, so y raised to 1. Simplify. 6 root of 2 raised to 6. Pareho sila ng index number. So that becomes cancelled. Lalabas natin yung 2. Multiplied by the 6th root of x raised to 6. Cancel. Lalabas yung x. Then, The sixth root of x raised to 5 is, hindi ba sila pareho, di ba? Sila pareho ng index at saka ng exponent. So that becomes sixth root of x raised to 5. So nasa 1. Then multiplied by the sixth root of y raised to 6. Pareho sila. Cancel. Lalabas ang isang y. Then the second y raised to 6 is cancelled. So another y multiplied by the sixth root of y. Okay, erase natin. So 2x. So y times y is, that is y squared. Then 6 root of x raised to 5 multiplied by the sixth root of y. Anong rule natin dito kanina? The first rule. Pwede siyang combine. 2x y squared that becomes multiplied by 6 root of x raised to 5, then 1. So this is your answer. Okay, sundan? Kung sa likod. Okay lang? Kaintindihan tayo? Last sample. Okay, example number 2. The square root of the cube root of x raised to 7, y raised to 9. Then you divide by the square root of z raised to 21. Walang radical na yan. Tatlo na. No? Tatlong radical na. Okay, so separate natin yung numerator and denominator. Kasi nasa quotient ito, quotient, division. So that becomes 2, the square root of cube root of x raised to 7, y raised to 9. Then you divide that by the square root of the square root of z raised to 21. Okay? Nakuha ba ninyo? Okay, proceed tayo. Now, dalawa na yung radicals sa numerator and the denominator. So, apply natin yung naka-last na rule. Kasi dalawa na yung ating index. Meron tayong 2 and 3. Ito sa denominator, 2 and 2. So, anong rule natin dyan? I-multiply natin yung indices. Okay, so that becomes 2 times 3, then x raised to 7, y raised to 9. Dito, dalawang radical pa. Ayun, naging isa na lang. Diba? Then, for the denominator, 2 times 2. Then, z raised to 21. Okay? And cosine, 2 times 3 is 6. So, 6 root of x raised to 7, y raised to 9. The denominator becomes the fourth root, diba? 2 times 2, 4. So, the fourth root of z raised to 21. Okay, simplify natin. Applying the first rule, yung nth root of AB. So, sixth root of x raised to 7 multiplied by the sixth root of y raised to 9. And then, divide natin the fourth root of z raised to 21. Okay. Simplify further. The sixth root of x raised to 7. Target natin dapat parehong kanyang exponent. So, 6, the sixth root of x raised to 6 multiplied by x raised to 1. Multiplied the sixth root of y raised to 6. Kailangan ko lang 3. Then, divided by the fourth root, 21. So, z raised to 4 multiplied by z raised to 4. So, 4 plus 4, 8. Then, z raised to 4. Ilan na? 12 na. Then, z raised to 4, 16. Then, z raised to 4, 20. O, yan ang last. 1. Sige. Simplify. So, this is cancelled. Tama? Nilalabas niya ang x. This one is the sixth root of x multiplied by this one cancelled. So y, then the sixth root of y cubed. And then the denominator is, ilan mo cancel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That becomes z raised to 5. Then the fourth root of z. Okay, so ito ko rito. So simplify natin. Ang mauna is ang x. So x raised to 6, then y. And then, what will happen to the radical? Bakit tag 6? Walang 6 ito. So 6 root of x, then y cubed. You divide by z raised to 5, the fourth root of c. And this is the answer. Okay? Not clear? Okay. To have this assignment, you turn the page 7. 1, problem 1, 4, and 5. That must be your assignment. Under the exercise, number 1, 4, and 5.